So what is going on, guys? My name is Zero and welcome back to another Plants vs Zombies Battle for Neighborville video here today on my channel. Today you're going to be getting a very exclusive video because this is presented by the EA Game Changers. I was actually able to record some gameplay of Battle for Neighborville at Gamescom in August, and I was actually able to get some footage of a bunch of cosmetics that are coming to the game. So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a bunch of these cosmetics because I think they're amazing, and I want to show you guys what you can expect your characters to look like in this game. So we're going to be taking a look at some costumes for the plant side, some costumes for the zombie side, and we're also going to be taking a look at a couple of victory slabs and victory slab punches as well. So if you guys are excited for today's video, make sure you drop a like down below, turn on notifications, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a video, and hopefully you do enjoy. Click the link down in the description to Instant Gaming to get yourself some amazing discounts on some amazing games. So the first character we're going to look at is the Pea Shooter, and these are some of the costumes that the Pea Shooter is going to be getting in the game. The first one we have is a super rare one, and I believe this is going to be week 4's reward for the Founders Edition. The Pea Shooter looks like a knight, and it looks absolutely awesome. The next one we have is like a sap Pea Shooter or something. He's kind of like a yellow color and he's got a little bit of sap dripping out of his mouth, and that's a really cool looking costume as well. The third one we have for the Pea Shooter is a clownfish, and he looks like Finding Nemo. You know, he's got the patterns that Finding Nemo has, and he's also got those like little like shells in his pods as well. So the pods are kind of like pearls, which is really cool. So that's the third one. That's going to be a really popular one. And the fourth one we're going to be showcasing is one that makes the Pea Shooter blue. So I kind of like these costumes, especially the one that just changes the color of them. It kind of looks a little bit like the Plasma Pea Shooter, and even though it's only changing the color, it looks really cool. We have something like this from the Nightcap that we're going to be taking a look at as well. Speaking of Nightcap, let's move over to Nightcap. So we have our initial Nightcap skin here, but then we have a super rare one, which is a really cool one, and it's like a birthday one. Nightcap has a giant birthday cake on her head, and she has like a pretty bow, and I think she's wearing an apron as well, so that's a really cool one. The next one along is one that has a gnome on her head, and she also has a really cool pattern on her body as well. I actually am going to be making a video up later today of how you can get this skin, so make sure you guys do not miss that video. It will be on the channel a little bit later on. And then the third one is taking a look at, once again, just like a recolor of Nightcap, but I think it looks really, really cool. And instead of it being her normal colors, she becomes green, and I think it's really, really cool. Moving over to the Sunflower, a very cute plant. We have like a spaceship one where she's wearing like an astronaut suit or something. I actually saw someone tweet me this costume the other day, so someone's already grabbed this one. And if you guys are wondering where you can get the majority of these costumes, you can get them from Mr. Rewardatron at 9,000, but you'll also be able to get some through the free roam regions as well. For example, you can get an acorn costume for getting 100% of your medals in Town Center. The next one we have seems to be like a butterfly effect for the Sunflower. She seems to have some kind of like feelers on the top of her head, and she's definitely got a butterfly kind of like style to her petals and things like that. I really like that one. That one's really cool. And then this next one is one that I was able to unlock in the playtest. It's only a common, so it's actually not going to be too difficult to find, hopefully. And this changes her to like a pink sunflower, and I really, really like that one. I think that one's really cute, and it's an awesome one to use. Next, we're moving over to Snapdragon, and these are probably some of the best costumes I have seen in the game so far. The first one, which is a super rare, kind of turns him into like a walking crystal. He looks a little bit like Amethyst, and he's got like some special crystal stones floating around him, and it looks really awesome. And then the next one just to the left of that also looks amazing. He's kind of like glitter and sparkly, and it looks really, really cool. And then the third one we have for the Snapdragon also just changes the color of it, makes him like a red color. I'd kind of say it reminds me of like a Japanese maple tree leaf. It's kind of like autumny, reddy leaves, and that also, once again, is really cool. And I love all of these costumes in the game. Rose has some really cool ones as well. The super rare one for Rose makes her look very majestic and mysterious. I don't know what it actually is meant to be, but it looks really cool. The next one we have, she's wearing like a leaf or a bandana, which looks really cool as well. I don't actually know how to explain these costumes to you, but they do look really awesome. And then the third one that we have kind of makes her a little bit fainter than her normal rose petal. I guess it's more of like a pink petal instead of like your red rose. It's more of like a pink rose instead, but it's still a really cool one. I really like them. I wouldn't say these are as amazing as some of the other characters that we have on the plant side, but nonetheless, if you love Rose, these are some amazing costumes you can pick up. And then for Acorn, we have 3 costumes we're going to be taking a look at today. The first one is the mouse costume. You can get this for getting 100% of your medals in Town Center, and then you will be able to purchase it for 500 tacos. The next one we have is like a little mouse, I believe. I think that's also going to be like a little mouse. It's got some little ears or something like that. I'm not exactly sure what it's meant to be, but it is also a really cute one. And the third one is trying to make it look into some kind of a grape, I think. I'm not exactly sure. The acorn goes purple and the shell goes green, and it's like a recolor, but once again, it looks absolutely amazing. Before we move over to the zombies, we are going to take a look at a few victory slabs. The first one we have is called Dave Bubbles. I believe you can get this for getting the reward in week 3 of the Founders Edition. This is a brilliant one. It's Crazy Dave in a bathtub. He's got a towel because he's trying to hide himself, and that's a pretty cool one. We also have like a taco landing on top of a car for another legendary one as well, and then there's like a little building behind that. There's also one that has like a dragon on the wall as well, so that's a pretty cool one. And the fourth one is like water fountains or something. There's an imp holding up like some of the tombstone, and then you've got Crazy Dave and a conehead zombie kind of squirting water into the cup. So those are 4 of the victory slabs I'm showcasing today, and we also have a bunch of punches as well. One of the punches we have is a golden chest. The next one we have is a gnome kicking. The third one is like a gnome hammer. The fourth one's a boxing glove. We also have a baseball, a symbol, a hammer, a sun, a moon, and also a chili bean. And these are a bunch of punches that you can have at the bottom. So when you get vanquished and you see those punches hitting each other, you can customize these into making them whatever you want. Moving over to the zombies, we are going to be taking a look at a few classes. The first one is Super Brains. We have one called Skunk Brains. He looks very interesting. He looks kind of like, I know he's meant to be a superhero, but he looks more like a proud superhero, I think, looking like this one. The next one we have to the right seems to make him look more like a futuristic Super Brains, I believe. He's kind of wearing some like cool futuristic goggles, and his suit looks more futuristic as well. And then the third one we have reminds me of Super Brains from Plants vs. Zombies Heroes. That's the gist I get from it. I feel like it's a different costume, he's wearing a different coloured mask, his hair's a different colour, but it kind of reminds me of Super Brains from PvZ Heroes. Next, we have Electric Slide. She has 3 that we're going to be taking a look at today. The first one, once again, I don't know how to explain these, but she looks, I'm going to say pretty scary in this costume. I don't know why. I mean, it looks cool, but it's pretty scary. I don't even know what's going on with her helmet there. The next one we have is, this is going to be like bling. Electric Slide, I'd say. She's got like some bling in her hair, she's got some cool blingy hat on, and she's got a lot of gold on her and all that cool stuff. So if there's going to be an Electric Slide that's got a lot of money, it's going to be this one. And the third one we have is more of a recolored one, so her hair changes color, her outfit changes color. And once again, another cool one. It's only common, but it is a different way to style Electric Slide. Then we have 80s action hero. He's got one of them, which is kind of like changing his outfit. It puts a bit of spikes on his shoulders. It changes his weapon up a little bit. I think it changes like what his weapon looks like. Not really too much difference. His hair changed color. He's wearing shades and things like that. We also have another one, which is probably one of the most favorite ones, I think, for 80s action hero, and that is one that makes him into a unicorn. And Justin Weir was actually wearing this unicorn mask on Live from PopCap the other day. So his weapon becomes pink. He's got like a pink star tattoo on his shoulder. He's got a unicorn mask on. He's got rainbow glasses. His shoes are changing color and everything. It's a really cool one. And then the final 80s action hero we're on is more of like a recolored skin as well. So he's not wearing like sunglasses anymore. He's wearing like normal glasses. He's got grey hair. He's more of an older version of 80s action hero, I would say. And those are the costumes we're going to be taking a look at 80s action hero today. And those are all the costumes that we're going to be taking a look at today as well. So I'm only showing you a little snippet of some of the costumes in the game, and a lot of them are incredible. I really do like them, especially the plants. I think the plants ones are amazing, and I cannot wait to get a bunch of these for playing the game, and I'm pretty sure they're probably going to bring more of these in the future as well. Let me know in the comment section down below which your favorite costume is that you saw in today's video, and also let me know which costumes you've got so far in the game. I'd love to know in the comments down below, but let me know what you think about it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. My name is Zero. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you all in another video.